King Din, the pharaoh of ancient Egypt. Introduction to King Din. King Din, also known as Diamond, Wedemu, and Din Semdi, was the sixth ruler of Egypt's First Dynasty, ascending to the throne around 2970 BCE and reigning for approximately 42 years. His significance in Egyptian history is immense. He was the first pharaoh to use the title Nisut-Bity, symbolizing his sovereignty over both Upper and Lower Egypt. The First Dynasty marked the beginning of the dynastic period of ancient Egypt, establishing foundational aspects of its culture and governance. The reign of King Din. King Din's reign is one of the most well-documented of the early pharaohs. Notably, he initially co-ruled with Queen Mernith, his mother, who served as his regent during his early years. This co-regency highlights the unique role of women in early Egyptian politics. Din's reign was marked by several significant achievements. He undertook military campaigns to combat banditry in the Western Delta, a region notorious for its lawlessness. Additionally, he initiated projects aimed at regulating the Nile, particularly in the Fayum area, which was crucial for managing floods and ensuring agricultural productivity. Furthermore, Din made notable contributions to temple endowments, enriching religious practices and institutions. Achievements and contributions. One of King Din's most remarkable achievements was his efforts to combat banditry in the Western Delta, which helped stabilize the region and protect trade routes. His initiatives for regulating the Nile and managing its floods were particularly innovative. By focusing on the Fayum area, he ensured that agricultural lands were fertile and safeguarded against the devastating impacts of uncontrolled flooding. Din also invested heavily in temples and religious practices, which not only reinforced his divine right to rule, but also promoted cultural cohesion. Significance of titles. The title Nisut-Bity that King Din adopted was more than just a royal epithet. It represented his authority over Upper and Lower Egypt and symbolized the unification of the two regions. This consolidation of power was a significant step in the formation of a centralized state, setting a precedent for future pharaohs. The use of this title also reinforced Din's role as the divine intermediary between the gods and the people. Cultural and religious influence. King Din's religious practices had a profound impact on Egyptian society. His dedication to temple endowments and religious ceremonies reinforced the role of the pharaoh as not just a political leader, but also a spiritual one. His burial practices, including the construction of his tomb in Abydos, reflected his desire to ensure his place in the afterlife, a belief central to Egyptian cosmology. Artifacts and discoveries. Significant artifacts associated with King Din provide insights into his reign and achievements. The Palermo stone, for instance, records important events and offers a chronological framework for early Egyptian history. Discoveries from his tomb and those of his contemporaries, including a 5,000-year-old solar boat, offer fascinating glimpses into their burial practices and beliefs.